Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. Let's cleanse the air real quick while I make a few announcements. I just want to start off by saying that I appreciate the people who take the time to just comment an emoji or try and say, because I've noticed a few of you who have taken the time to just write out some beautiful, thoughtful, meaningful comment, and I appreciate all of you. Those who contribute with emojis and those who take the time to write something beautiful, thank you so much. Those of you, I don't know where y'all got the audacity lately to start putting really ugly comments, and not about me, but just I've seen homophobic, transphobic comments. Not okay. Not okay. Never okay. Not on this page. If you have a problem with anybody who's gay, if you have a problem with anybody who is transitioning, it doesn't matter what your opinion on it is, you're not going to come spewing that shit on my page. Okay? There's so many comments that are just, I'm sitting there like, what the hell? That came out of left field. It has nothing to do with the reading. So either you're trolling and I'm just going to fucking block you, or you've got issues and I'm still going to block you because, hold on, let's ring this bell real quick. Because that's not the way. Not here. Okay. For those of you who are showing your support, I want to remind you guys that if you can't do the $11 tier on Patreon, if you sign up for the $1 one, that's $1 for full 30 days, 1 month. You get to see the collectives about 5 days ahead of time than the ones I post on Facebook. So just a little heads up. Okay. And those of you who are taking the time to also donate stars, make sure you comment, share, all of that really helps my algorithm. Thank you so much for your support in all ways. Okay, let's get started. Now I got the hiccups. What is the energy for today's collective message? Okay, we've got 2. Let's get a third. See, I know what this one is about, but I don't think I've ever seen these. How interesting. I love it when we get new ones. So let's start with number 48. Number 48 is Chunjol, true companion. Chunjol was known as the most talented Gisaeng in Cheongju at the time. When a classical scholar, Song Ji-won, stopped by Cheongju on a tour of famous mountains across the country, the governor of Cheongju, who was his friend, told Chunjol to accompany Song Ji-won and serve him. There was a big age difference between the two, but they had a good connection. While going sightseeing together, Song Ji-won wrote poems and painted whenever he had time, and Chunjol always stood by him. They looked around Mount Sokri together, but there was no physical relationship between them. Song Ji-won gave all his paintings to Chunjol when he left to Hanyang and died shortly afterwards. After spending the next 50 years maintaining her integrity and cherishing Song Ji-won's paintings, Chunjol passed away a few months later after giving Song's paintings to his grandson, who just entered government service and visited her when he heard her stories. How this applies. The weight of mental partner supporter between a man and woman is very important because the journey of life is longer than one thought. She was the famous Gisaeng and was able to experience many men, so she would have thought about the conditions of her life partner at ordinary times. A couple who plans the same work together, a person who can trust and entrust in the future. Detail. It was the earnest wish of the people in Joseon to go on a trip to the 8 provinces of the country once, regardless of gender. Okay. So a true companion. Now let's read number 46. This is Sung Soman, Lukeism. Pyongyang's Gisaeng Sung So-man showed a strong will to refuse to accept if she did not like the opponent, even if the district magistrate ordered her, or if she didn't like the person she had to serve. That's basically what I was trying to say. One day, a scholar named Lim Chun had fun in Pyongyang until the sunset. The local governor gave order to Sung So-man to give bed service to Lim, but she ran away at night. However, she attended the following day's feast, and Lim Chun saw her. He wrote a poem and gave it to the magistrate, and it was a pretentious way of representing his sad emotion. In another case, when Han Kwon visited Pyongyang, he liked Sung So-man's beauty and talent, so the government official there ordered Sung So-man to give Han bed service. However, Sung So-man, who hated Han's ugly and old appearance, sat with her back to the lamp and later ran away from the room when Han Kwon took his eyes off her. It was thought the Gisaengs would be punished greatly if they refused to give bed service or left their seat and did not return, but it seems there were many cases of tolerance. There must have been an atmosphere of shame about not winning the heart of the Gisaeng. She only thought how to make excuses and avoid her duties. So it's talking about the immature woman's heart that evaluates men only by their appearance. It was an ideal for the scholars and officials of the time to win the heart of a very famous Gisaeng and become lovers with her. Wow. How special. And then number 9. So this one is Choji, accidental and precious relationship. One rainy day, 11-year-old Gisaeng Choji was at her wit's end because of the perforated leather shoes. She was on her way to go to work for a visit of a high-ranked government official. The little boy who saw Choji approached her, took off his shoes, and left on his way barefoot. Choji clasped the shoes the boy had taken off and said, "Even though I'm young, I wore someone else's shoes with my maiden body. The behavior of a woman in the boudoir should not change. If I have a relationship with him in the future, it will be the result of the situation that happened today." A coincidental... Wow, she was 11 years old. That is so... Anyways... A coincidental encounter can influence a person's life. A duty of having mercy and knowing appreciation is also fundamental between a man and a woman. It is also a regrettable humanity that is increasingly rare in modern times. The affection can also bloom on this basic idea. The beginning of a relationship accidentally come across someone precious. The Gisaengs were trained in various skills from a very young age, including pride and chastity and fidelity. Okay, so she wasn't being abused at 11. All right. That was I was already getting concerned. Okay, so let's put these aside so that we can figure out how, why am I putting them all the way over there? How these cards play out with today's collective message. So let's see. I'm going to do the collective message a little bit like the way I do the collective story. So let's see. Today's collective message. We've got the moon. We've got, is that the back? No, that's the front of the 9 of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands, King of Swords, with the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So these stories are quite a mix because all 3 are about people who are not having sex. Let's just be clear. None of these people included in these stories had sex. These did not have sex because they had more of an intellectual connection and there was a big age gap between them. These didn't have sex because she didn't want to. She was like, fuck that. Y'all are ugly. And then these didn't have sex because they were very young and they had an encounter that had more to do with, you know, one little boy seeing the need in someone else. So let's see. What does this have to do with today's collective? 8 of Pentacles, the Lovers, 3 of Swords. Wow. I was going to say this may have something to do with work. So it could be that, if we put all 3 stories together, it could be that there's somebody either younger, or maybe not younger, older, because in both of these there was older. Maybe someone older coming into someone's life There is no attraction on especially the feminine's part, most likely. But they may make an impact on her life just by being kind, just by, you know, gifting her their time, their energy. And to them, because they enjoy spending time with her, that's already a gift in itself, if that makes sense. So if we apply that over here, that could be the King of Swords. But see, he's showing up passionate. So it could be that the reason that this one doesn't move forward is because the king is scared of heartbreak. There's some confusion here with the moon card. There's a lack of clarity about what to do. This could literally be the connection of two people who already have a strong mental, emotional connection. And it's almost like the king is saying, should I just be satisfied with that and let it go? Not move forward with more. Let's see. Clarify the moon card. Clarify the moon card. We've got the Nine of Cups again. The Star. And the Emperor. I don't know. Because we see the Star here as well. So somebody may be heartbroken that they are not wanted by the feminine. They may see this feminine as their wish fulfillment. Two cards here that indicate a wish. But it's almost like they're unclear about how to obtain this, how to get her to even look their way. Especially how to get her into a relationship. Clarify Nine of Cups. Let's see. Eight of Wands. The Devil. Ooh, that's a lot. Eight of Wands, the Devil, Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, Page of Cups, Ten of Swords. The Lovers again. Somebody here is very they may be making an impact on somebody else's life, but it's not a disinterested move. Let me put it that way. It's not like they're helping because out of the goodness of their heart. Although I'm not saying they're a bad person, but they are quite obsessed with whoever the object of their desire is. The person that they see as the one that should be their lover. I don't know if there's like a large age gap between these two. But their mind is just full of this star. And yet they have a lot of fear, a lot of insecurities about whether they would be a good match for this person. They fantasize about this person a lot. This is the person that has made ripples in their life already. So maybe this Ten of Swords, it's not, it could indicate two things. One, the connection between these two has once upon a time, they had a connection that fell apart with the Ten of Swords. And they're trying to figure out how to bring it back to life. Or two, they're going to continue trying to make an impact on the star's life until she notices them. One of the two. Clarify Knight of Wands. Four of Swords. Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. They are very passionate. Like, very passionate. And yet, look at how it escalates. It goes from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. Talk about fucking passionate. But they're trying to hold back. They're trying to hold back all that energy. Four of Swords. Their dream is to have her... Remember this one was talking about how it was the ideal to have a famous Gisaeng fall for them? This star person, this could be a celebrity. Someone here could be obsessed with someone who has a lot of eyes on them. And it's their dream that this person just notices them out of everyone. I'm not gonna lie. This one has a little bit of an air of delusion. You got to make sure that you actually know this person. You've interacted with them. You've got to make sure that they want you too. And I don't know that any of these would support that statement. But whoever the King of Swords is, they are convinced that this is a fated connection. And this is very new to them. With the Page of Wands, they don't usually do this. So that might be why they're so dead set on it, because this is not usually, it is a King of Swords. They're not usually the type to fantasize. They're not usually the type to misunderstand people's looks or... So that tells me that there might be something between these two. Clarify King of Swords. Okay. Because it's not like this person is just downright the Lulu. Clarify King of Swords. Clarify King of Swords. Got the Two of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. And the Lovers. Okay. The Three of Swords. What the hell? They keep showing up heartbroken with Three of Swords here, and it's the masculine. In the image, it's the masculine, the one that's heart has been pierced. And then over here, after the Lovers, we get the Three of Swords and the Star. So something about her has broken their heart. I'm not sure what it is, but that's how they feel. They feel heartbroken. So that might be why they're feeling a little clueless, because you know what, guys? I think this goes to the other collective I did. I think, was it today's collective or yesterday's? I recently did a collective. I think it was yesterday's, where I was talking about different love languages. We keep seeing this king being so passionate about this queen, the Star, but she's showing up with water energy. So it could be that they feel ugly. They feel unwanted. They feel like, is she trying to say I'm old? Because they feel so passionately, this is how they expect her to feel towards them. And if she doesn't, they're hurt because they feel like she doesn't want me. I think this is connected, guys, because she's not showing up with wand energy. She's showing up with cups energy. This is somebody who needs an emotional connection first to get to the wand energy. There is an exchange of energy between these two. But I feel like this queen is somebody who has a lot of feminine energy, but feminine as in all three. The maiden, the mother, and the crone energy. So it's not like she doesn't have that young, lustful, energy. but she measures it with the others. Like, how do I know that this person is someone I can rely on long term? How do I know that this is my lover? So let me put it like this, okay? These two people are trying to make a cake. One person has the method of, let's just dump all the ingredients in the same bowl, mix it all up, it's going to the same place anyways. And the other person is like, no, we do all the wet ingredients in this bowl, we do all the dry ingredients here, and then we mix them. One person, they're doing the same shit, just in different orders. Do you see what I'm saying? But this person, this King of Swords, is almost like they're resigning themselves because they don't understand that, which is a little narrow-minded, but they are so one-track mind. They believe, here I am making an impact on your life, and you treat me like you don't want me. I have to say, I don't think these two have a relationship. And this Queen of Cups is not someone who would get sexually involved with someone that they don't have a relationship with. So already this person's going to strike out, but they imagine that that means that they're not wanted. So they're sitting here being all dramatic. I'm not trying to belittle them, because I genuinely feel how upset they are. But it's like they're seeing her like some elusive, mystical creature, when in reality, it's just they're approaching it from the wrong angle. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, that wouldn't work for her, because what she wants is different than what they want to be able to get to that same place. So these two people could be interpreting intimacy in very different ways. As in, this king could interpret intimacy as sexual intimacy, and she may interpret intimacy as, I want you to share your deepest thoughts. I want you to share your deep emotions. I want you to share your heart with me. Both are intimacy, but they both want different kinds. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. What else? Oh, okay. So we've got the Magician in the center. And we've got the back of the Queen of Pentacles, but it's reversed. Okay. There's it again. Again, we get the Page of Wands. Let's read the back of, is this the back of the Magician? No, okay. Let's read the back of the Queen of Pentacles and then reverse it so that we have a better idea of what we're dealing with here. Okay, so this card, it says, from her garden, the queen looks towards the great castle city that is her realm. Her throne, which looks weathered and ancient from the front, looks battered and neglected from the back. A broken column has been hidden away from behind the throne, and a hare takes shelter there. In her innermost self, the queen is a bit overwhelmed by all the things she has welcomed into her care. It is her nature to be generous, and she knows that help given grudgingly is a burden, not a gift. But her own support system can be weakened, even broken, if she doesn't nourish herself as well as others. And that's reversed, which means she is not doing that. Okay, good. Excellent. We support this queen, because this means that if these two are not in a relationship, and she may sense that this bond they have is making the king get a little frisky, she feels she's under no obligation to be serving them sexually. She's kind of like, yeah, but we don't have yeah, you may want me, but we don't have a relationship. Like, why would I'm not about to be going out of my way offering you my body when for what? What would that do? And they may be getting upset, but the thing is, let's be real. Is it reasonable for them to get upset? Like, does she owe them sex? No, she doesn't. And they seem to be really hurt by that, by the fact that she doesn't want them. But you know what's interesting to me is they're not offering her anything substantial. They're kind of, this is how she's interpreting it. Like, you're not going to treat me like I'm a Gisaeng, someone that you can be with for a night. No. She's not about to put aside her emotions and how that would make her feel just to nourish someone else. No, sorry. Clarify the Magician. Let's see. And they're taking it like an insult. King of Swords, Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Wow. With the Justice card. Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles. You know what the real irony here is? That this king does want something more substantial. But it's like they don't know. This is weird, but I have to just say this. This king is a little obtuse when it comes to emotions. I feel like this is somebody, they're showing up as King of Swords twice. This is somebody who leads with their heads, if you get my meaning. They are normally very logical and almost a little too logical, because it's like they're going the route of, well, I want something more serious. I mean, I want to know if this is someone I can marry. But before I invest in this person, before I open up to this person, before I show them my heart, I want to know if we have sexual chemistry. And it's the complete opposite from what the Queen would do. The Queen wants to know sexual chemistry is easy. I want to know if we have a bond. Can I trust you? Do I have your heart? Do you see what I'm saying? And so they're at cross purposes, and they don't realize it, because what this king is trying to manifest is that she named them her person. So they see her like she's trying to be difficult, like she's trying to annoy them. They may in turn try to annoy her because they see it like, you're just playing with me, when she's not. The irony is neither person is playing with the other. This is a true bond. But they're looking at her like, oh, I'm sorry, am I not good enough? I think they're very confused. I think both people are very confused, because I think, this is just something I'm channeling. That's how the Moon card came out, because there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of misunderstandings. This Queen is in the energy of like, I'm sorry, you want me, but you don't want anything with me? Like, what the fuck kind of logic is that? Oh boy, this is confusing. Clarify Queen of Pentacles reversed. Three of Wands. The Lovers. Ooh, King of Cups reversed. With the Devil. See, this is okay. Okay. So we've got Emperor, Six of Wands, and the Devil. This masculine is somebody who tends to interpret their value off of how much they're wanted, off of how much someone is willing to open up to them. This may even, yeah, because see, they want to offer something substantial, but it's almost like they'll offer something real if she opens up first. They're a little bit of a control freak. It's a bit of a prize to them with the Six of Wands here. It's an ego thing of like, I will give you what you want, but I need you to open up to me first. You tell me what you want. And that's not how this Queen is going to operate. A Queen of Pentacles, she's already shown up as two strong queens. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This is not a queen like she's in her feminine energy. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles is feminine energy, both of them. Air and fire are masculine energies. So when she's in her most feminine energy, she doesn't run after things. She is the magnet. She attracts to her. And she is definitely attracting them to her, but they're trying to do the same. They're sitting here with a magician energy, trying to pull her towards them. So I've got to tell you, the chemistry between these two must be intense. Intense. And they're both looking forward to it. But it's like they both look at each other like some elusive creature for different reasons. She sees them as elusive because they have not given her any indication that they want commitment. So she's like, yeah, why would I give my body to someone that I'm not sure about? While they see her as an elusive, mystical creature because she's proving to be very difficult to seduce, almost, is what it feels like. They want her to choose them as the person that she wants to be frisky with. Let's put it that way. They want her to choose them as like, I want to know you want me. While she's in the same place, she wants to know that they want to be with her, not just fuck her, if you know what I'm saying. So with the King of Cups reversed, they are definitely not showing emotion. They're not letting her know they're not giving her any indication that they have feelings for her, that they have, the thing is they're hiding everything. She may feel the chemistry between them, but I don't think that they're mentioning it because they want her to be the one that takes the first steps, which is weird for an emperor. That is weird. But with the devil here, it's, yeah, they're a little bit of a control freak. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know about this situation? The Sun. The back of the Three of Swords. One more. Oh. Okay, Four of Swords. So it's the back of the Four of Swords and it's reversed. Okay. And then we've got, ooh, Five of Swords. Yep, nobody wins. Nobody wins. I don't know if I should say these two are well matched or they're badly matched because I feel like they're both expecting the same thing, but for different reasons. And this is like two people who are used to being the ones. Okay, you know what? This goes deeper than that. I feel like this masculine, first of all, they're used to being approached. This is their MO. This is how they fluff up their ego. They're used to, you know, somebody offering their heart, well, more likely their body, on a platter. And the Queen, I don't know why, but I feel like it's the opposite for her. I feel like she's learning this lesson of you can't put others' comfort above your own because she used to do that. I feel like this Queen used to be the type of person that would willingly give anything just so the other person's comfortable. And she's not doing that anymore. So she is standing her ground and saying, no, I will not open up to this type of encounter without knowing where we're going. What's going on between us? How will this build? This is important to me. And they're like, well, this is important to me. And it technically is. It's just, again, that they're both coming from very, very different angles. So this is just, they're at cross purposes, I'm telling you, because they both want the same thing. It's just, it keeps escalating. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I feel like the intensity, the mental intensity between these two is off the charts. But although everything will be okay because there's a major arcana, so for some time things have been blurry, things have been unclear, it will be okay. The sun clarifies what the moon cannot. But with the Three of Swords, let's look at the back of it because remember, this one gives us additional information. Let's look at the back of the Three of Swords and the back of the Four and then flip it. So the back of the Three of Swords says, a knight sits bareheaded in the rain, contemplating the sword-pierced shield. The rainwater is gathering in pools that encroach upon the scene, flooding the low-lying surroundings. Behind the shield, unseen by the knight, a blue chrysanthemum rises from the stones. The knight may be the one whose sword is pierced, or he may be mourning a lost comrade, or perhaps regretting his own part in this action. Your circumstances will tell you how to interpret his presence here. But clearly there is sorrow, betokened by his disregard for discomfort as the rain pelts down on him. The chrysanthemum is a funeral flower, representing both grief and hope for an afterlife. Earthly chrysanthemums do not come in blue, so this is a symbol of the spirit's endurance. Okay, now let's read the back of the Four of Swords and then flip it. So this one is, the king sits by a window that looks out upon a burning landscape. There is war and destruction in his land, but he does not have the strength to act. 4 transparent swords hang suspended in midair, perhaps spectral weapons from past battles, perhaps a vision of the king's memories of past strength. Behind the throne, a lizard moves from sunlight into shadow. While the other side of the card suggests a rest or delegating, this side doesn't hint. It flatly says that you can do no more in the present circumstances. Mentally, physically, spiritually, you are exhausted. Let someone else put the fires out. But it came out reversed. So someone is realizing that they can do more. So I feel like it's the king. The king is going to have a breakthrough, because the story is about him, really. The queen is kind of just a participant in his story. So this King of Swords is going to have some sort of clarity, like, oh, you know what? I forgot about this. They might be realizing that there's just a big misunderstanding between them, that it can be fixed, it can be healed, that they can move past this blockage that they've created for each other, but that things need to change. I will say that, because we do have 9 swords, 10 swords. Things need to change. Let's see. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords as well. Ooh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. See, there's that 10. With the Wheel of Fortune supporting them, it's going to be fine. Things will move forward. With the Page of Pentacles being followed by the 10 of Swords, this is going to go one of 2 ways. Either one, they're going to decide this focus I have on this queen needs to end. I just need to grieve it and move on. Or it means what little I've been giving her needs to change. I need to recognize that I am partly responsible for this sorrow. I've been carrying a lot of baggage from previous connections, and if I want us to work, I have to do more. It could go either way. So let's see. Clarify 5 of Swords. Clarify the 5 of Swords. We've got the 8 of Cups, the Hermit, Two of Swords. There's the Ace. They've got an answer. Well, the answer is basically telling us the same thing. Something's going to change. It just doesn't really tell us what. I don't think that they're ready to give up yet. Because remember, this is a symbol of the spirit's endurance. I don't think that they're ready to give up yet. So 8 of Cups, they might have walked away because they thought, I need some alone time. You see the moon, moon. They were very confused. They were very like, there's no other way for me to take it except this person doesn't want me. So why would I, make an attempt for more when they clearly don't want me, blah, blah, blah. Now they're getting clarity. Clarify the Sun. Clarify the Sun. Clarify the Sun. The High Priestess, Page of Swords, King of Wands. With the Empress. They can't seem to let go. See, we had the Page of Wands a while ago, and then we had the Knight. Now they're showing up as a king. I'm telling you, the passion for her just keeps growing. This is strong to the point where they feel like they're falling in love. And they sense that she is too. But it's like when they observe her, they don't really see any signs of it. And that's what throws them off. But they really want this. That's the clarity that came through. So I want this bad enough to fight for it. How would I feel leaving her out in the cold? How would I feel not talking to her again? Not good. That's what all the grieving was for, because this is their happiness. Clarify Three of Swords. Let's see. Judgment. The Nine of Wands. Seven of Cups. Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles. Ah, I see. I see, I see. I was curious why the Three of Cups showed up over here. So they're going to adjust. They're going to make an offering. This is an offering. That offering could be an apology for maybe how things ended. It could be friendship, because Three of Cups, here it shows, you know, celebration. So they may make an offering of like, let's be friends again. Let's work this out. But that's because it's like they're going to try a different. They may have tried the route of seduction, because that lets them know whether this is worth pursuing or not. And they realized she's not ever going to go down that route. Not because she doesn't like them or she's not attracted to them, because the chemistry between the two, the tension, the sexual tension can be cut with scissors and a knife. It's almost tangible. So they have a feeling it's not that she doesn't want me. And I was over here taking it that way. So I've made a decision to try a different route. Because the boundaries, she keeps them out like they're a threat, because that's how she takes it. So they're reconciling. Oh, okay, we're both holding on to our treasure. Their treasure is their freedom, which it's not like she's going to take it, but they may interpret it. They may interpret relationships as taking their freedom, and she interprets her treasure as like her physical intimacy, which is not like they're going to forcefully take that from her. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. They're both holding on to what they believe their most precious treasure is. So I do think that they're going to start off as friends again. Clarify Four of Swords. I think they're trying to understand, does she even like me? Tower, Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, Six of Pentacles. See, they're realizing there's more I can do. I can do more. I'll figure this out, Magician. Oh yeah. It's going to shock them. I don't think they realize how much she wants them too, because most of this story was how much they want her and how upset they are that she doesn't want them. When in reality, with the Tower, when they realize how much she wants them, it's going to shock them. She does want them to. She is just as passionate about them as they are about her. It's equal. They just don't realize that, because they lead with a different, almost like two people who dance, but one person leads, both people lead with the right. They struggle to follow each other. You know, it would have to work with, or both people trying to lead during dancing. Like you struggle. One person has to take the lead, but she's not the one doing it. So they never danced because they wouldn't take the initiative. of offering, do you want to dance? Almost like both people wanted to dance, but they were both expecting the other person to come and ask them. And they also wanted to dance different types of music. Maybe they want to dance a salsa and she wants to dance a slow song. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, neither one is right or wrong, because I'm not judging either one. It has to do with they just have very different approaches. And when they make a move, they're going to be in shock, realizing how wrong they were, how they were misconstruing things. So, interesting. Interesting. All right, that's what I got for you guys, because I see stability. I see this, once this gets in motions, I feel like this is unstoppable. Not only did we get the Wheel of Fortune here, but over here, I believe we also had the, Wheel of Fortune there. See, this is, once it starts, it'll be unstoppable. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to react to the video, comment, share, as long as it's already public, and send stars if you can on the reels. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.